Cold open. You don't choose your friends, your bank account does. Every text they send, every plan they make, every, hey, you free this weekend? It's all being filtered through a number you never see. Somewhere in this video, someone you trust is going to disappoint you. And somewhere in this video, someone you barely think about is going to prove they never needed a reason to stay. Chapter 1. Belonging. Level 1. $0. You're broke. Not tight this month, broke. Actually, broke. The group chat goes quiet when you're around. Not because they hate you, because nobody wants to be the one who says, let's do dinner, and watches you flinch. You get invited less, not out of cruelty, out of convenience. You're a variable they'd rather not manage. They stopped inviting you, before they stopped liking you. But one friend still texts you, doesn't ask what you can afford, just says, come over, I'll cook. Remember that person. Write their name down if you have to. You're going to need it later. Level 2, $10,000. You paid off a card. You have a cushion. For the first time, you can say yes without doing math in your head. Your friends notice, not the amount, the energy. You laugh easier. You stop canceling plans. Then someone asks to borrow $200, just till Friday. You lend it. Friday comes and goes. They never mention it again. Neither do you. 3 months later, the same friend texts you. Hey, this is awkward, but could I borrow $500? You stare at the message a long time. Welcome to the first test. It will not be the last. Level 3, $50,000. You're stable now. Savings. A little breathing room. This is where friend groups quietly split. Group A, happy for you. Group B, suddenly competitive. New car talk. New job talk. Conversations that used to be about you two become conversations about who's winning. You didn't change. The lens they see you through did. Quick question. Which group are your friends in right now? Be honest. You already know. That's chapter 1. Belonging was never really about money. It was about who made room for you before you had any. Chapter 2 is where the room starts to change shape. Chapter 2. Expectations. Level 4. $100,000. 6 figures. This is the number that changes group chats forever. Suddenly, you're the smart one. Your phone buzzes. Bro, what stock should I buy? Buzzes again. Can I pick your brain sometime? Buzzes again. Got 5 minutes? Kind of urgent LOL. 3 messages. 3 different people. None of them ask how you're doing. Notice what disappears. The vulnerability. Nobody vents to the rich friend anymore. They assume your past problems. You're not. You're just quieter about them now. Just like you were quieter at level 1. Different silence. Same loneliness. Level 5. $250,000. The invites change shape. Not backyard barbecues anymore. Nice restaurants. Rooftop bars. Let's do somewhere better this time. And you start paying. Not because you offered. Because it's expected. You've got it though, right? Nobody asked if you wanted to. They just assumed the bill was yours now. The friend who used to cook you dinner at level 1 still splits the bill. Every single time. Notice that. Level 6. $500,000, $500,000. This is where old friends start acting like strangers. And strangers start acting like old friends. People from high school resurface. Hey, been way too long. Then the favors start. Could you co-sign something for me? You still know people at that firm, right? Would you maybe consider investing in? You know exactly what this is. You just don't say it out loud yet. Stay with me. Because chapter 3 is where it stops being subtle. That was expectations. These money didn't just change what people wanted from you. It changed what they assumed they were owed. Chapter 3. Distrust level 7. $1 million. The millionaire mark. This is the level where the mask fully comes off. Your oldest friend, the one from level 1, from the barbecues, from a decade of nothing special Tuesdays, stops replying. Not one text, not one call. Weeks later, you find out he blocked you. Not because you did anything, because watching you win hurt more than losing you did. Nobody warns you that success doesn't make everyone clap. Sometimes it makes them leave quietly. Meanwhile, others pull in too close. Business ideas, investment opportunities. You in? You realize something uncomfortable. Most people don't want a rich friend. They want a rich resource. Say that back to yourself. It's going to matter for the rest of this video. Level 8, $5 million. By now, your circle has shrunk. On purpose. You've learned to spot the pattern. The friend who only calls when they need something. The friend who forgets your birthday, but remembers your net worth. You start testing people, not because you're paranoid, because you've earned the right to be careful. The friend from level 1 never asked how much you had, only ever asked how you've been. You just never noticed that until now. Level 9, $10 million, $10 million. You stop telling people. not out of shame, out of self-defense. The moment they know, every conversation changes. Every favor becomes a question mark. Every compliment becomes suspect. You start living a version of your life that's edited for public consumption. Some people miss you. Others miss your wallet. Sound exhausting? It is. That's distrust. 3 levels, where you learned the difference between people who love you and people who love what you can do for them. Chapter 4 decides who actually stays. Chapter 4, who stays? Level 10, $25 million. At this level, real friendship becomes rare. Rare like a fingerprint. The people who stay, they stayed before the money mattered. They're not impressed by the number. They remember who you were at level 1. Everyone else is auditioning. You just don't always know for what. Level 11. $50 million. $50 million changes the type of person around you. Assistants, advisors, friends, who are really employees wearing a friend's smile. You start paying people to be around you without even realizing that's what's happening. Loneliness doesn't look like being alone. It looks like being surrounded. One more level. The last one changes the question completely. Level 12. $100 million. $100 million. At this level, you stop asking, do they like me? And start asking, what do they think they'll get from me? Every relationship needs a new kind of proof. Time, consistency, nothing to gain. That's the only currency that still means anything. The truth. Here's what nobody tells you. Money doesn't change your friends. It reveals them. Every level you climb, the mask either gets tighter or it falls off completely. Out of everyone you met on the way up, only one person never changed. They treated the broke version of you exactly the same as the millionaire version. Same texts, same jokes, same, come over, I'll cook. That's not a friend anymore. That's family. You just haven't called them that yet. Here's the strange part. You watched this whole video wondering how people would treat you if you got rich. But maybe that's the wrong question. Maybe the real test isn't becoming rich at all. It's losing everything. If your net worth dropped back to 0 tomorrow, who would still text you first? Comment their name below. I read every single one.